Hello, Amanda Neweth here. In the light of all the things going over in the other country on the other side, in the Northern Hemisphere, to do with voting, I thought that I'd bring the focus here to Australia. Yesterday I was producing a little bit of a group chat, and I just showed people that we have the same influence here in the great land of the lucky country, the lucky country. And what I did was I just started Googling to find out about our voting systems here, the electronic ones. First up, I found that ACT has its own, it's called EVAX, and then New South Wales and Western Australia have iVote. So we're just going to take a look at that really, really quickly. And we've got the Australian election, Canberra election there, voting system. It's a real rabbit hole, and I would think that it would be responsible for them to update their website. So let's go to iVote, New South Wales, and it should be updated as well because it's not very transparent on its information as to who created the software, etc. And we've got the Western Australia one, and they really aren't very transparent. So I had to go searching around, and I found an article here. And it's IT News. New South Wales Government wants to replace its core software, iVote software. Now, this is in May 2017. So it's all about market for options. So they were putting it out there again. So the core software that underpins iVote is currently provided by Spanish vendor ScYTL. Okay, the firm was given $1.9 million in 2014 to deliver the software for the 2015 poll, expanding a platform that had been used in a limited capacity for the first time in 2011. Okay, so we've got ScYTL there. And I'm just going to bring up this little article here. New South Wales Electoral Commission confirms iVote contains critical ScYTL crypto defect. And this is in 2019. But declares, of course, the Electoral Commission declares that it's safe for the upcoming state elections. So it was out there in the IT world that there were problems in the voting system with our voting system here. So the New South Wales Electoral Commission has confirmed a critical defect found in the Swiss government's e-voting system, allowing vote manipulation to take place. It is also present in the state's iVote system. So the Swiss government one is called SVote. So it just coming down here, it says it follows new research on Tuesday that revealed a critical issue in the way the Swiss government's voting system run by Swiss Post verified ballots cast in an election. All right, so we've already got the fabulous information there. A Spanish vendor that created iVote. Okay, let's move and find some more information. All right, so this is Computer World. So this is New South Wales iVote could face renewed scrutiny after Swiss SVote fraud reveals. So this was in 2019, so it was actually on different platforms, and there it is. So this was by private research showing that the online voting system was developed by Swiss Post and ScYTL, the software vendor that worked with the New South Wales Electoral Commission to build the iVote application. Okay, so there were flaws. All right, simple as that. So let's go and have a look at this ScYTL. So ScYTL, you can find it on Wiki. All right, and it is secure voting, and it's Spanish. Okay. So it is now owned by Paragon Group. But let's go and of course, after everything that's been going on, they're popping in this little word there. So just wanted to go through it. So it was developed Autonomous University of Barcelona. What does it do? 2017, it had 600 employees, etc. But it was the original secure electronic voting that develops the voting software. It does the hardware. And it's interesting here. I just want you to note that it's owned by ScYTL, and it's an anonymous Dubai-based investor. Anonymous. And then also this ScYTL, which focuses on civic participation. So the company's systems have been implemented in numerous countries, including Australia, Norway, and Switzerland. So there were, in 2020, this year, of course, it responded to all those other statements about what's going on in a different country. And it denies it, but we'll just keep going. So it was funded by venture capital. Okay, it raised $9 million in 2006 by this company, and it in this company, and this company, and all there's 7 of them. Okay, take note of this, and we're just going to have a really quick look at these are the fingers in the pie here. It's a huge technology business, just huge, and it's got. I'm just going to scroll down so you can actually see how many they've gobbled up. So they're an investment business. So that what they do is they go and they fund all of the really fabulous things that are out there and bring it into their own portfolio. Now they've also got health, digital surgery, genetics, and all this software. Okay. So it's a lot of money gets put into all of these, so they bring them into their own portfolio. A little bit of a different framework. Remember, really good patents used to fall down the back of the filing cabinet. This is another way of doing it. This is another way of having control. So that was the first one. Then we're going to have a look at the second one, the portfolio that they've got. Very interesting, lots of different things. Yep, lots and lots of different smart software. And there we go. Worldwide leader in development of secure e-voting solutions for the public. So if it was in Paragon or whatever it is, then why is it still so this Nord Capital is actually swallowed up by it has ScYTL in it and it's swallowed up. Well, we'll just keep having a look. So then you've got Vulcan Capital. Well, that's Microsoft. Paul Allen put in all of his money into it. Then we've got Sapphire Ventures. Okay, so it's Silicon Valley, is it? Yeah, Silicon Valley. Oh, and it's in the United States, Europe, Israel, and India. Has lots of capital. And then there's Buy Capital. Well, this is very interesting because it doesn't go anywhere, this website. So I had to go looking around and I found it on one of these PitchBook. And here we go, Dubai. There we go. So VY is the in the mention of the secret Dubai business. And then we've also got Adam Street. They're very, very happy with their 42 billion assets under management. I mean, this is big money that has funded ScYTL and also industry ventures. So let's go back to ScYTL and have a look. So all the investors are there. Now, the acquisitions and the cooperation. So in 2012, ScYTL acquired American company SOE Software, supervisors of elections, located in Tampa. And SOE implemented ScYTL technologies in the United States. In 2013, ScYTL acquired the software division of Gov2U, a company partnered with the National Democratic Institute. Okay, well, let's just have a quick look at that. Okay, so it was founded in 1983, shortly after the United States Congress created National Endowment for Democracy, Center for International Private Enterprise, Republican Institute of International Affairs. The NDI is nonpartisan and does not operate in the United States. It takes no position in US elections. However, it has a loose affiliation with the Democratic Party and its cooperating organisations of the Liberal International. Well, that's enough for me. Okay, so let's go and have a look here. The next thing, ScYTL became partner of Amazon Amazon Web Services. Now, Aussies, do you recall when the Gov in Oz actually put out that COVID safe app? Yep. And where it was floated in the cloud? Okay, so here's IT news again. So the Digital Transformation Agency Chief Randall blah blah has defended his agency's decision to use Amazon Web Services for the government's COVID safe contact tracing app. 1.5 million. Now this is very rude. He said the contract, which will set the government, the people of Australia, back $710,000, which really ended up being 1.5 to develop it. Okay, so those companies got that money, and that's really just another tidbit, because I think in the future we're going to find out just how it's all the same people doing the same thing all over the world. So in 2011, May 11th, 2020, facing debts of over 75 million euro. I mean, they got a lot of money, so I wonder what was going on in 2020. Maybe their job was done, but let's read on. So ScYTL initiated bankruptcy proceedings with a view to sell to a business in the US called Santon. A Spanish court declared ScYTL bankrupt and started the process of auctioning off its assets. In late October 2020, Paragon Group subsidiary Service Point Solutions acquired ScYTL, including the US SOE. So that is now part of the group. And SOE was this one here, Supervisors of Elections. Okay, Paragon Group. I've gone a little bit too far. Got to go a little bit further, sorry. Paragon Group. Another big IT company, enabling responsive and meaningful interactions between organisations and their customers. Now, if you've been hearing that big tech is interfering, this is showing us that it is, on our day-to-day lives. This is big tech. So let's have a look at what they do. Oh, there we go. Update on COVID. Okay. UK. Who are they? There's an annual report. So what are they? Okay, so they're customer communication, simplifying the complexity of today's communications landscape and delivering a brilliant experience at every stage of our clients' customers. All right. So Paragon ID, leader in identification solutions in the ID transport, smart cities, traceability and brand protection and payment sectors. Wow. And then graphics. Okay, sure, all high density stuff, high digital stuff. Okay, so they acquires Group Bernard. Second in. Okay, Paragon Group announces the acquisition of Office Team and Zen Office. See, they gobble up. These just gobble up all of the little people. Netherlands Post, they gobbled up European GDS. Okay, acquires the Thames Technology, social media trends and development. So, I mean, you can come along and have a look at this. Email marketing trends. So they're into big bizzo of gobbling up the little guys. And so what I would like to say there is that ScYTL, Sapphire, sorry, I'm just looking for this. We're just going to go to ScYTL here. And so this is gobbled up. They're still going with their same website. It hasn't been updated. If it's been demolished, it's obviously still going, but it's got another layer of business over the top of it. So what does it stand for? Unique combination to help power democracy. So let's have a look at the partners. And we've got Microsoft, Swiss Post, and loads of different places that are all over the world. Okay, and I'll just going through there. All right. So when we go to the ACT evacs, it is so rabbit hole, it's not funny. So you come down here and you have a look at, it was built and is owned by Software Improvements. You go to this link and you go, okay, Software Improvements. And this hasn't been updated since 2014. So Software Improvements is no longer distributed in Australia and New Zealand of the Atego family of tools and services. Okay, could go down a rabbit hole there. But when we go back, we go, okay, this is a digital registration as far as I know, stakeholder identification, software development impact. Well, that just looks like it's out of the arc. And then we come to evacs, election site. All right. So evacs is in fact like a registered thingy. Registered, it just goes on. There's the source codes available for public scrutiny. But what I found really interesting is it's a software that's been used successfully for the ACT Electoral Commission, the Australian Electoral Commission, and the Police Association of Victoria. And I'm going to have to go all the way back because this just doesn't help. It's just not clear at all. So when we come back here, okay, it doesn't take you to much clarity. So we go down and you've got software improvements, soft imp. Let's go, it goes back to there again, soft imp. And you've got soft imp evacs. Okay, so it looks pretty dated as well. And it just keeps sending you to the same sort of places. So let's have a look at scanning of ballot papers. Alrighty, let's have a little go through here and see if we can find anything that's going to help us find. So the ballot papers that the ICR software interprets. So ICR, Intelligent Character Recognition software. Do we have any information on that? And we shall endeavour. I'll just have to pop it in this one, see how we go. ICR, Intelligent Recognition, Neopost. Okay. Well, we'll just go this first one because I have interrogated. It's a bit slow. I've got so many tabs open, but that's okay. Optical character recognition. Ooh, okay. I don't think that that's got anything to do with. It's British. So let's just go on. So it's just the state of affairs of how they do it. So you've got evacs, the data combined. And I kept going through and I have a look here and it's... So in June 2007, a contract was awarded to Secure Vote Proprietary Limited, later to be known as SEMA Proprietary Limited. Okay. To develop a system for a scanning of ballot papers. So Secure Vote SEMA Group demonstrated extensive... Okay. So let's go and have a look. We'll go back here. SEMA Group. Okay, so they're Aussies. Ah, okay. Ooh. SEMA Group Anglo-French. Ooh, I wonder if that's the right people. See, it's not easy. It's really not transparent, is it? It's not transparent at all. Okay, let's just... That Semigroup, that's Proprietary Limited was... Come on, let's have a look. Okay, so it's registered in Australia. Okay, who are they? Semigroup. Oh, look. IVE Group acquisition of SEMA creates Australia's leading customer data management. Okay, so who's IVE? IVE Group. So they just goggle up, you know, that you lose the track of who's who at the zoo. You just lose it. IVE Group. IVE Group. IVE Group. Founded in 1921, Australia's leading holistic marketing. So it's been sold to a marketing group. And therein lies just... I don't know. It's just not transparent. I think that the government really owes its citizens to become very clear on all of the systems. Thank you. This is just insane. You really can't can't get anywhere. And I'm just going to leave it at that, and I'll talk to you another time.